Hello everyone, my name is Ryden. I'm with Haggerty AgRobotics, and today we're going to be starting a new series where we take you through some of the features of the Oz and some of the frequently asked questions related to it. So coming around to the back of the robot, we have the modem, which provides a Wi-Fi signal for connecting to the robot, the internal measurement unit, which is the IMU for providing corrections based off the GPS position, the antenna, as well as the flashing light, and this should be flashing when the robot is on. As well, on the back of the Oz, we have the actuator, which is responsible for raising and lowering the toolbar, as well as the toolbar itself, where any attachments you have for the Oz, this is where you mount them. At the front of the Oz, we have the GPS beacon, and we'll get into more details about that later in the video, as well as the safety bumper on the front. So located on the top of the Oz, you have a red button, which acts as an on-off as well as an emergency stop, as well as the HMI, which displays the status of the robot and any current tasks it may be doing. So to turn the Oz on, it's actually pretty simple. You're just going to come over to this red button and just pull up on it. And when you pull up on this button, the light should come on and start flashing. If the light does not come on, I would go ahead and check to make sure the bumpers aren't hitting anything, reset the button, and pull up again. As it boots up, the modem lights are going to sequentially come on, and once those are all green, you'll be able to connect to its Wi-Fi, which will allow you to connect to it via the Naio companion app. As well, when it's turning on, once the robot's all ready to go, it will put out an audible beep. Once you hear the beep, the robot is ready to go. To connect to the Oz, you're going to want to head on over to your phone's Wi-Fi settings, and then look for the Wi-Fi network named after the robot. In my case, I'm working with Oz SN195, so I'm going to go ahead and connect to that Wi-Fi network. It will prompt you for a password, which you will be provided with. Once you're connected to the Wi-Fi, you can head on over to the Naio companion app and go ahead and open it up. Once you open it up, you'll be greeted by this screen asking you to log in or use the app without an account. You can go ahead and just push use the app without an account. Once you do that, you'll be greeted by another screen that's showing you the different statuses of the robot, like its battery power and Wi-Fi connection. As well, it gives you a bunch of different options for controlling the robot, which we will get into in another video. And then turning off is just as simple as turning it on. You're just going to come over to the red button and push it down. And then the robot will turn off. So taking a look at the beacon, to turn it on, all you're going to do is just push this power button here. Don't hold the power button. If you end up holding the power button, it resets the settings on the beacon to default. If that happens, you'll have to go and separately connect to the beacon with a cable and reconfigure all of the settings. Now, as the beacon boots up, there'll be a few different lights that come on. The first light that comes on will be the data logging light, and this is displaying if it's connecting to the robot and sending information. The next light that will come on is the Wi-Fi light. It will either be off or green. When it's green, that means it has a stable Wi-Fi connection to the robot and will be able to receive its GPS position. The next light to come on will be the position light. This light will start red, then switch to orange once it has a float position, and then finally it should turn solid green once it has fixed RTK. Finally, the last light is the differential corrections light, and this one should come on solid green. So when you want to disconnect the GPS from the robot, you're going to grab here on the serrated bit and just pull down. You don't want to twist it. If you do end up twisting it, it'll damage the pins on the inside of the connector. And for plugging it in, you're going to want to align the red dot on the cable facing towards the back of the robot. There'll be a little notch on the plug, and it will only allow it to fit in that way. So those were some of the basic features of the Naio Oz. If there's anything we didn't cover in this video, please feel free to leave it in the comments and we'll be sure to get to it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.